Okay, so I joined a new tournament. And this is round one, and I was facing a very young child, 6 years old, and he was unrated. The parents was out like 20 minutes before the round starts, and I didn't really prepare. I didn't really prepare specifically, and also the opening e4 c6. I didn't look at this. I looked at the e5 and also c5 systems, but I didn't really look at the c6 system. So it went like one night, two nights, sorry, and then I have six queen e2, and he actually played this knight bd7 move, which is a huge blunder because knight d6 wouldn't have been made, but somehow I just didn't see it at all. In the game, I was thinking, like, I was first thinking d4, but then I thought after takes knight f6, then you just give the free tempo, right? So it is just as if you played like takes, and then like I don't know, knight d7, and then bishop c4, and then f6. Now you have knight e5, forcing e6, but in that line you don't. So yeah, so I really overlooked. I was thinking where to put the knight. I considered g5. I somehow didn't see d6. I even considered taking, but I didn't consider c3. But anyway, I played knight c3 because I thought, okay, let me just play like in a principled manner, and then just let's see how it goes. So playing knight b6. I was thinking knight c5, d4 I would go. So knight b6, and then okay, here I was going to go for d3, knight e5, and then like bishop somewhere, but I didn't really like the idea of bishop g4 because the queen is sort of misplaced here, and if it's pinned, like let's say if I play d3, bishop g4, h3, like bishop h5, it doesn't really feel very neat for me. I think I'm not very familiar with the plans. So after here, I first decided to play knight e5, and then bishop f5 as I expected, because he has to develop the bishop before closing e6, and I played d3, e6, bishop d2. I didn't really want to commit bishop g5. I saw g4, but I thought maybe it's too early. Like, I don't really notice opponent. Maybe I just play, naturally to keep the position open. I mean, the possibilities open. Bishop d2, bishop e7. And then here, still I thought, okay, let's me just castle, because I want to play simple chess. So I just castled, and now g4, of course. Because, I mean, yeah, sure. And g4 is the idea because the knight is already on e5 supporting this, and then it just goes. Worth noting that starting with h4, maybe h5. So you don't really get this. So g4, bishop g6, h4, of course, getting a tempo, and then h5, knight takes. Yeah, this here starts to crumble, and here I wasn't really worried anymore. Here, just some very minor things to calculate, but I mean, knight e4 is just so natural, covering the f6 square, the d6 square, everything is covered. Also, the f2 pawn, so knight e4. Bishop takes h4 is surely by principle you know that it shouldn't work. So queen g4. I was calculating like rook h4, but I thought, okay, let me not complicate. Also, I was calculating bishop e2, but I realized that queen g4 just wins, because after queen g4 the bishop has to move, and then I would just have threats on the h5 knight, and if not, the f2 pawn is also free. Like I mean, free from any attack, so it won't be harmed. So anyway, he took, but here, okay, my initial idea was rook h5, And then I thought, okay, I mean here, knight g5, rook e8 or something. Like how would I proceed here? And I didn't really see a very clean way, and I don't want to take any risk at all. So I just decided. So I found this nice line, knight g5, king g8, queen e6, king h8, and then this would be dead. I mean, yeah, like it's not immediately made, but it's like queen g5, that sort of thing. But either way, like if you had played like king h8, and oh, king h8 would be made as in the game, so this would be made. But I didn't really see much deeper. I just saw after king g8, queen e6, king h8. I don't know. I didn't know which one is better, but I know that I'm winning already, and I'm not down any material. Like I'm not down exchange, as in compared to this line. So I just went for this line, and then it was a very clean game, and yeah, that was it. I didn't really gain rating because he's unrated, but all in all, it was a clean game. Apart from the fact that it could have ended like a minute into the game, so but it's fine. I remember in the file, knight b7 is like double question marks, but somehow I didn't see it. So no, never mind. I'm still happy about the game, and I look forward to the next round, which will be next Monday.